In this video, we will look at ways in which you can add more information on the scenarios that you have identified and you have gained clarity upon. So this particular phase is called as analysis, where you expand upon your identified and finalized scenarios for further requirements elicitation. So in this instance, I have sketched out a scenario for registration, so let me just go ahead and fill it with information. So I go to the scenario, let me introduce some text fields here. So this is a text box, and let me apply the name registration. Now I can style these either by applying one of these styles from here, or I can set my own styles by choosing the font type and the font size and the color and all, or I can define my own styles from format section. I need to go to manage styles, add a style, new one, okay, and I can go and edit and set the style to say Comic Sans 12 with color blue, okay, done. And then I can come over and apply the particular style that I just created. So there are different ways in which I can format and style my text contents. We'll go into it in detail in a later video, but for the time being, let me just apply the style called as new, which I created to designate the registration heading, and let me create another text. Now this is another way of creating the text. Clicking on the page by default gives a text box, and let me create another text box for password. Let me introduce the text box, the text input box, and let me put a button beneath that to designate submit. For information to be passed from page to page, the page elements need to be wrapped in a form. So select all the elements, right click, choose wrap in form, and you get a form, and you wrap the form. So the next thing that you do for passing information from page to page is you have to submit the form. So the page action widget gets dragged onto the canvas. So this is a page action widget, and you choose submit form, done. And from here you link your submit button onto submit form, and then you choose to go to the next page, which is confirmation, right? So on the confirmation page, go to the confirmation page, and the data that you need to pass to the confirmation page, that can be stored using a construct called as the clipboard, which is a temporary working storage variable in which you can store data. So I'm storing my username, okay, and I'm storing my password, and in my confirmation page I edit my confirmation page, and I can key in a text box the entered information is username password. Let me just go ahead, align these two text boxes to the left side so they're left aligned. Wrap both of them in a section just to show how grouping of data is handled using sections, and I copy them, and I paste it right here. Okay, and from my clipboard I can send data into the text box. So apart from using it as a label, I can use it as a receiver as well. So I'm sending my, sorry, I should be sending my password to the field down, and I should be sending, let me right click here and delete this, and send username to the first field. Okay, and I'm having a button which says confirm. Okay, now coming back to my registration page, let me run the simulation. So I'm entering my username A Krishna and password A Krishna 123, and I'm submitting it, and I get to see the information. So in a similar way, as and when we look at more training videos and we go through more concepts in detail, you will understand how you can add more information and add more data manipulation and more user experience and behavior to your pages. But in general, to give you an overview of how you do it, what is possible of doing, when you come to the analysis phase, you can give and add information, behavior, and make your simulations really functional. Thank you.